Welcome to Analyst Thing, and this is my tribute to you, my tribute to all women, my tribute to every woman out there who has ever doubted herself, has ever not believed in herself, and who has ever feared what society or someone else or people may think of them. I do this tribute in light of the fact that it has been and is recognized as International Women's Day, week, month. And no, not being sexist, because of course we're rooting and we love our men, but this is my tribute to women. So, why would I have this tribute and come before you today? Well, I have once been where you were, if you've ever felt that way. I've experienced and encountered depression. I've experienced and encountered domestic violence. I've experienced and encountered, which I now have, a hidden disability, but I have lupus. And then with that, I suffer with different medical disorders such as rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, and the list goes on and on, so they say. But one of the wonderful things that I have found through going through life is that if one does not free yourself, no one else can. How do you be free? How? How, you say? How do you go to bed at night with a peace that passeth all understanding, knowing that the world around you is going mad, but you're still calm and you're still well within your soul? I'll share a little bit with you. Why do I bring to you this tribute? Because I know there are many women out there. Some of you are single mothers. I've been there, done that. Some of you are teen mothers. I've been there and that. Even though you wouldn't think now that my daughter was a teen or I was a teen to my daughter. But the love I have for her, the journey we have shared through this life, I know that without her, I maybe would not have got through some of the encounters that I experienced. And then you look at the fact that I didn't have the opportunity to go through the matriculation of academic life. So here I am now in my tender years, once again going back to college or university. Also, I am my own business owner. I'm also, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. I'm one of those women that's like, nah, I'm not gonna let you. You've got to really take this sister out. And even then, still I rise. And that's what I want to fill with you today, pour into you today, inspire you today to not allow anyone or anything to take your joy. Don't allow circumstances, situations, things that happen, people, negativity to destroy your dreams or the desires and the wants that you have for your life. You may have setbacks. You may even fail a few times. But there's nothing wrong with failure because those are lessons learned that will allow you to travel the journey and the road called life. What you need to do is never quit and always believe in you. I remember 2 years ago now, no, 1 year ago, I had to go for the doctors to test to see if I could have an operation that they said I needed for my health. I went, and when I got, the usual, they want to weigh you. They want to measure you and tell you all the things about yourself. And then what happened is the doctor said, you do need the operation, but due to the fact that unfortunately your BMI is this much, I don't feel safe to do the operation because of your lung condition and that it could put you at risk on the table with the surgery. I was like, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You can say it. And then the nurse was like, it's okay. He's not, it's not like that. What we need you to do, and then he reiterated, we need you to lose about 30 or more pounds so that then you'll be safer and not at risk because you are prone to clotting and you have this lung condition. I left the hospital really dejected. I was like, they are saying I'm fat. They didn't want to say the words fat, but I know what that's like. I've been on a plane before I gained my weight and watched this lady in the other seat to me on the opposite aisle because I was on the end and saw them have to bring her an extension of a seat belt, which I didn't know that they had at the time. And she was nearly in tears because they couldn't start to fly the plane unless she could get the seatbelt strapped in. And she was so distraught. And everyone started to get frustrated. Oh, what's the hold up? Why are we not getting ready to fly? Da, 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 whatever. And it's because she was a larger woman and the seatbelt didn't fit. Eventually, they got the seatbelt to close and we could take our flight. But I always remembered that encounter. So, in my weight gain, due to another addition to my health, and I fly often, I really, and then the words of the doctors, I remembered that encounter. And many of you who've maybe have struggled with your weight or have gained weight, not because of yourself, you didn't eat yourself to that. You have a medical condition. If any of you know the word prednisolone, that's the story of a lupus sufferer's life. That little 5 milligram pill can create such hell in your life. But guess what? It's something they say you need to take. And when I have crises or my lungs do decide to act up, my dosage can go from 5 all the way to 60, if not intravenously, depending if I'm in hospital. And what will happen is you begin to lose your mind and you feel you need to eat for king, country, and his army. And you just want to eat. Well, that's what it does for me. It doesn't do that for everybody. So I'll be hungry at 2 o'clock in the morning. There is no need for me to eat, but it makes you want to eat. And then also with a metabolism as mine that has gone to bed, um, that doesn't help. And so I remembered this woman, and then as I was driving home, I wanted to cry because I was like, he said I'm too fat. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. I'm not supposed to be fat. I'm used to being size 10 to 12, and this is not my life. This is not my body. Take this away from me. And I was so distraught. And then while I was going and driving in the car and angry at the doctors and angry at my health and angry at my situation and just angry, it came to me. So you're fat. What's the problem with that? How are you going to make that a positive? How are you going to change that to make sure that you still rock in your world? I was like, what? How can you rock fat? And I kept thinking of the words fat, 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 fat. That's a word that is often a swear word to many. Nobody wants to hear those words, fat. And then after that, I was like, you ain't never gonna call me fat again. Guess what? I'm a slay this. And I found the words fabulous and thriving. Fact. Fabulous and thriving. Fact. Fabulous and thriving. Fact. Fabulous and thriving. Fact. Fabulous and thriving. I was like, yes, Lord, that is it. I am fat. I am fabulous and thriving. There is no way I am claiming the negative. I am turning that into a positive. I am fabulous and thriving. And girls, do I rock that? Yes, I do. And let me tell you why. Oh, I'm on a mission. I like a challenge. I was determined. I knew that to be that size anyway was detrimental to my health. If you ever see my legs, I got these little chicken legs. They do not do well with weight, much less I love to wear my heels. And me tottering on those things, I need to be in smaller and healthier shape. And so what I did is I took up the challenge even before COVID. I said, I'm going to lose that and I'm going to go back to you and I'm going to show you I am fabulous and thriving. And you're not going to make me feel any less valued because I am a voluptuous, beautiful woman. No, you're not. And so what I did is I tackled that. I went back and I went back to the drawing board as to how I functioned being natural, healthy, and living with lupus. And I went back to the drawing board. I went back to the foods that I knew that I should eat. I went back to the fruits and the veg and everything. And through COVID, I didn't gain weight. I lost weight. I lost actually 40 pounds. But then being unwell, having another clot in the summer, and then again another um, asthma attack, and my lungs giving me hell again in the cold. I gained back 10. So I'm just going to I'll take the 30 pounds I lost last year. And so that means I'm determined to lose another 40 this year. But why am I sharing that with you? Because I know that there are women out there that not only struggle with their weight and their health, but they also struggle with how they feel inside. They struggle with their value, their self worth, with fear of what other people think and will think and say about them. And it may have nothing to do with their weight, but it's just on how they perceive themselves. And one of the things that I speak to and I share and I advise the clients I work with is I say to them, get a mirror and look in it for the first time really at yourself. Look at you. Look at your eyes. Look at your nose. Look at your lips. Look at your cheeks. Look at your jawline. And really take your finger and shape your face. And say to yourself, you are beautiful. You are amazing. You are wonderful. And continue to speak life into you. And as you do that, smile and don't just say it and turn away, but continue to look at that face in the mirror and start to own and affirm who you are. And later on, we then do another phase, but that's something I could always share with you at a later date. But as you go through women, I want you to look at you, the reflection in the mirror looking back at you, and love yourself. No one can love you more than you. Only you can love you. And when you love you, then you draw love to you. And be genuine and authentic and don't judge yourself or be unkind to you. But be real and accept that you have flaws, but you're still awesome. And that's why we say we're flawsome. Flawsome is just that. You acknowledge you have flaws, but you're still awesome. And my tribute to you today is that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And if I just quickly read this to you in the word in Psalms 139, 7 to 16. Is there any place I can go to avoid your spirit, to be out of your sight? If I climb to the sky, you are there. If I go underground, you're there. If I fly in the morning's wings to the far east western horizon, you'd find me in a minute. You're already there waiting. Then I said to myself, oh, he even sees me in the dark. At night, I'm immersed in the light. It's a fact darkness isn't dark to you. Night and day, darkness and light, they're all the same to you. Oh, yes, you shape me first inside, then out. You form me in my mother's womb. I thank you, high God, you're breathtaking. Body and soul, I am marvelously made. I worship in adoration, what a creation. You know me inside and out. You know every bone in my body. You know exactly how I was made bit by bit, how I was sculpted from nothing into something. Like an open book, you watch me grow from conception to birth. All the stages of my life were spread out before you, the days of my life all prepared before I'd even lived one day. And in reading that, I want to say to you, remember, you are fearlessly and wonderfully made. There is no other person on this earth like you. You are amazing. You may have flaws, but you're amazing. And in so doing, you're flawsome. And being flawsome, you are fact. You live fabulous and thriving. And that's what we need. We need to start turning these negativities that society and the media and social media and the fake reality TV will often portray, so we then doubt who we are and loving on ourselves. So today and every day, do that, what I said in the mirror. Look at you, love on you, tell you, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am wonderfully and fearfully made. And through anything, even if I do fall, yet I rise. I will get up because I will not quit. Today is a new day, and tomorrow is even another one. If you have to rest one day, that's okay, but don't give up or give in. Get up and start again. So, women, this tribute is to you. Love you, cherish you, and be true to you. Go out there and live your best blessed life. Let no one take away the dreams that are burning inside of you. And set a burning example and leave a legacy behind of greatness. Let your nieces, nephews, students, your own children see how great you can be when you just believe. Speak life into you. Speak life into you. Don't let fear, doubt, or disbelief rob you. Run valiantly into your future. Shout out and tell it, I'm coming. But whatever you do, don't quit. And remember, you're flawsome, you're fat, fabulous, and thriving. And this tribute is for you. Stay blessed, stay safe, and let me just wish all of the best, richest blessings towards you. Father, please cover every single woman under the sound of my voice. Allow her to know that she is loved, that she is fearlessly and wonderfully made, and that she is a wonderful creation. Continue to bless her and fill her with your spirit and allow her to become all that she desires in you. In your holy and most precious name. Amen. Have a wonderful day.